R.I.P. the Dolph, man.
R.I.P. man.
I miss that man.
You already know.
And I didn't even know him.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a little distracted, man. You know, it's playoff time, man.
I know. How your team do?
Don't try to play.
You know I gotta ask.
No, I just told you we didn't make no damn playoffs, man.
It's tough, cause my Cowboys made them motherfuckers. Yeah, that's
Oh boy, here's gonna start. Here's gonna start, man. I do not need y'all to go to no Super Bowl, win no Super Bowl, none of that, because, bruh, oh my God, it's too many of y'all.
It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party all
bro.
over the country. It's Cowboy fans everywhere, but there's a lot of haters everywhere too.
Ain't even no hate, man. It's just, God, it's y'all. That's what make it bad. The fan base. It's too many of y'all, and y'all haven't won enough to be.
That's okay though, cause with one more win, we back up there with the great. So it's cool. It's cool. We ain't been in a minute. It's fine.
How
It's
many
cool.
rings y'all got?
5.
Okay.
Going for number 6.
Yeah, I'll be up there. How many you guys said? The Steelers?
Steelers and the Patriots, and then of course Tom Brady stands alone with 7. I know, by himself he stands alone with 7.
Damn, wow.
But hey yo, welcome to our first episode of the platform. I am Jay Neal, here with my co-host Mr. Jay Murph, my brother. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you, man?
And just making it cool. And glad we finally got this off, because it's been a project that we've been working on for a long time, ain't it?
Talking about years, man. We've been doing it for a minute, man.
Yeah.
We're just finally really getting into action, man. So it's good to do that, especially starting 2022, man.
Yeah. We running the dream up all 2022, because this has been something that's been in the motions for a while now, and you know we've always had the conversations, but we just never put the camera in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's something that the world needs to hear, because I mean, you a funny motherfucker, so
You too, man.
so I mean, it's just like the conversations that we have be lit, and I feel like you know the community will love it. Like some of the stuff that we talk about is just so lit, like how we used to talk about, you know, growing up and in America and how that affected us, because me and you had 2 very different backgrounds. And you know, it varies from everybody around the country is how diverse and how different everybody's upbringing is. So you know, like, I'll let you start, because I want the audience to get to know you a little bit. Then I'm gonna fill them in. But tell me what it was like for you, Jay Murph, growing up and into now. You know, like, what's it like for you?
Oh man, I mean, it was just typical being black in America, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta always do everything a certain way just to get by, or you can't really be yourself out in public. You have to somewhat downgrade yourself. I mean, not even downgrade yourself, but you have to be more professional everywhere you go, you know. That's throughout school, it's work, I mean, all that places. So, I mean, I felt like I blended in pretty well. I mean, I was a laid back person.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't always, let me not lie, I ain't gonna say I was always laid back.
Yeah.
Man, I was a little pretty hyper dude, but
I can see it.
I ain't staying in too much trouble where I needed to literally be sat down and wind up in jail or nothing like that. So I mean, I feel like I was smart with my choices, man, trying to do everything that I could. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, you turned out really well. And I mean, for me, it's very similar. Like, you know, I was born and raised in the heart of the hood. Like, my street per se wasn't horrible, but like, you know, if you go out and you go a street over, you see the boys on the corner. You go a street over, you might see the girl trying to hustle the $40 about you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I saw it when I was growing up, but my mama did a good job to keep me away from that. So like, on the weekends, instead of always being at home, I was with white people. Like, I can't even lie to you. Like, I spent a lot of time with them, learning different, like, whole different culture to mix in with mine. And it's like, now I feel like the fact that I have that switch that I can turn it on and off, it's really beneficial. But for a long time, also with that came a lot of blindness to what was going on around me. Like, I was oblivious to a lot of the issues that we deal with today. I didn't see color as an issue, so I didn't know what racism was. I didn't. Like, it wasn't until I got to high school, bro, that I knew what it was. High school.
Ooh, I wouldn't say I experienced mine probably about
High school, bro.
Alright, so I'll tell you this story. It was kind of my racism,
Yeah.
but in a way, I was in, I want to say 3rd grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I heard my sister and my cousins talking and whatnot, and it was saying this word nigga.
Yeah.
This is when I first got introduced
To that word.
to the word nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I like that.
Now, it flows good, right?
Yeah, it flows
Yeah, it
good. It
just
sounds
sounds
fierce. Sounds fierce.
Yeah.
Go to school, went to the bathroom, came back, and somebody messed with my stuff. My bad. And I was like, don't you ever touch a black nigga's stuff. Whole class gasped.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know what I said. So I said it again. To the teacher. She said, what you say? Don't you ever touch a black nigga's stuff.
Yeah.
Last thing I know, game over. Get the principal called down. Principal come walk me out. She called my mom.
Wow.
I remember it like it's yesterday because we just standing in like the little teacher's lounge
Yeah.
thing. And she was like, do you know what the word mean? No. Mind you, I'm like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I just hear it from older people.
Good dude. You just following it.
Yeah. She was like, well, I'm going to have to call your mom. You tell her what you said because I can't say it, obviously.
Wow. So it's like, hey, mom. Well, oh no, it's do the impression. I got you. Yeah, because I wanted to know how this went.
So I called. Well, she called, of course, and she was like, I have your son up here, and I have to tell you what he said, but I can't say it. And I just wanted to know where you got it from.
Oh, the awkwardness.
Yeah, so she handed me the phone.
Oh, shit.
Mom answered, she was like, boy, what the hell you done said? So, of course, say it again. I told you, don't you ever touch a black nigga's stuff. She said, I know the fuck you did. Bruh, I kid you not. She said, okay, get the phone back to her.
Oh my god.
Gave the phone back to her. She said, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Ass whooping in your life.
At school.
Oh.
She took me into the bathroom and whooped my ass.
Well, at least she took you to the back. Even though it was at school, at least she took you to the back. She could have whipped your ass in front of your friends. It was bad enough.
Have you ever got a whoop?
Once.
Once.
One. In my entire life, I can tell you.
Well, imagine. How old you is in 3rd grade? Like you about 6, 7.
Yeah.
Imagine your mama whooping your ass. Now, imagine the bathrooms in elementary school. You hear everything. So you gonna hear the crack from that belt, from the slap on my ass, to the scream of my holler.
This is true.
Now, I'm a 7-year-old kid getting my ass whooped in a hollow ass bathroom. Yeah.
I got one for you. Freshman year.
I mean, you get whoopings in front.
No, hold on, I got you. Freshman year, my mama's conservative. So, homecoming, I want to go to the dance. My mama says no. So I finesse my way into the game, and I'm like, shit, I'm already in the game now. I might as well go to the dance. Man, I'm on the floor, and I'm on my crush, bro. I done pulled my crush to the dance where I got her. My mama come in there. In the gym, my freshman year. Now, I'm the new kid at Palmetto now. Like, I'm still getting to know people. My mama comes in there and drags my ass out of that gym in front of everybody. And we had to, and because she rode down there with my neighbor, we had to walk 2 miles to the house. I would have took the whooping in elementary school over that.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
but you know what the twisted part about that shit was? From that point on, my mama was well loved by all of my fucking friends.
Because they knew not to play.
They knew she didn't play. And they loved her. And then, surprisingly, it did not ruin my reputation. I don't know how it didn't. I really don't know how it didn't. But it didn't make me any more popular or anything like that. But like, people didn't clown me like I thought they would have. Now, of course, you know, my close circle of friends, they let me have it, but I can take that. That's easy. I had that coming. But like,
that would let you have it.
Even the girl that I was crushing on at the time, she was like, "You good? You didn't get in too much trouble." I was like,
You better. You still get it.
"No." She messed that up for me.
It was a waste of time.
It was. It
Damn.
was a waste. Yeah, she messed that one up for me. But for the best, cause where she at now?
Man, you was in high school. How you know
Still.
what this?
Still, bro, like, and plus, I really had no business in there anyway, cause I had my shorty at another school anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So you was
Yeah, I was being a little dotty. I had to. It was all good though. So it saved me in the long run. But yeah, like my first racial experience did not come until high school. Like in middle school, it was mostly black. So like it was an opposite. It was more black than white. But when I got to Palmetto, it was more white than black. So that culture that I had learned in elementary school serviced me very, very well when I got to Palmetto, because I was just able to blend in and, you know, be cool with everyone. But of course, you know, there's certain people that you don't get along with, blah, blah, blah. But as far as I can say, my experience growing up in America was, I didn't really have any complaints until like I graduated high school and I started to see the world for what it really was. And I mean, yeah, it's a land full of opportunity, but bro, it's not designed for us to have opportunity. Like, it's reshaping itself to where more of us are entrepreneurs, so we going to get it. Like, it's to the point where we gotta take it, not they gonna give it to us. So, I mean, I love how we're taking advantage of what we got now, but bro, I wish we had it earlier.
Like, I feel like it's our generation that's really trying to break that curse.
Yes.
Now, if our parents was on the same thing, then I feel like we'll be on the same level. Well, not even necessarily the same level as them.
We would be we would be one step closer to where we're supposed to be. I feel like, and then I feel like our school systems, let's keep it 100. I feel like school system failed us because we were learning shit that we didn't really need to know. Like, yes, there's a lot of shit in math that we needed to know. There is. But at the same time, not a lot of us are becoming astronuclear physicists or rocket launch or space, like going into space or anything like that. So the advanced forms of algebra we didn't need. We needed financial planning. We needed, credit building. Along with like government and econ, we needed these things. somebody to teach us about credit, somebody to teach us about money, how to save, how to invest.
They should have went deeper into it.
Yes, like instead of grooming us for
scratch the surface.
Thank you. Instead of grooming us for these careers, groom us to be financially stable, so then we can make our choices. And then I've always said I think this country needs to give us free education.
Always.
I think it's the dumbest thing that we're the only country in the world that has to pay for our school.
Because, I mean, how else they gonna get paid?
Thank you.
That and, I mean, the medical field.
But
That's the two biggest money things in America.
But you want people to already have experience when they come into the industry. You know, for us, they gonna pick Brad over Jalen any day. And y'all can have the same exact stat lines. And in that professional setting, it's so sad to say, but they gonna pick him. 9 times out of 10, they gonna take him over you.
Very true.
And then don't let me be in the running too with my hair. They gonna take John over me every time. I can go in there and kill it.
Yeah.
And that's the world that we live in. Like, yes, America's great, but it's not there yet.
It's more about who's hungry to get it. And I mean, I feel like we were late to realize that.
Late to the game.
Yeah, honestly. But now we're being awoken with it. And a lot of us now are trying to get their own thing going and trying to get more sources of income
And
to flow
and
to
props,
get that generation.
and I want to say props to all of the white people out there, because I gotta be honest, without them, at some point somebody spread the information down. Somebody gave the information out and it spread. So, and there are so many of them that actually give a damn about us. I have seen it. I have countless white people that I could call, like white friends, white homeboys. I don't even look at them as their skin color, but like brothers that I have met, sisters that I can call on at any given time and talk to, like second and third moms type shit. Like, they are truly an amazing culture. It's sad that it's tainted by the bad ones. It's sad that for police officers, it's sad that they're tainted by the bad ones. Because I know some dope ass cops.
I ain't gonna say I know some dope ass cops.
Only because I went to school with them.
Then you know them personally.
Yes.
That don't make them a dope ass cop.
Well, no, I know them as they are as police officers. They're just the same. They just have to enforce a little bit of rules, but they're understanding. They're not they're not going. You remember how we had that conversation one time about Timmy?
You mean Billy?
Billy, yeah, Billy.
Yeah.
The cops that I know would give an equal ass with them if it was granted. Or they would find a way not to give the ass whipping at all because they don't believe that's going to solve anything. So like my homeboys that I know personally, shout out Mr. Davis, he know what I'm talking to. He's probably one of the best officers I can say I've seen. And it's because he plays fair. He's not power stricken, and he actually gives a damn about his community, no matter the skin color. So for me to sit up here and be like, 12 and all that, I can't. I know some that have gotten me out of some situations. Mr. Davis, I had to call him. I had 12 on me at a pizza shop for no reason. For no reason at all, I made one phone call, and I got free food because I was being harassed. It's the situation flipped, all from one phone call. So it's like, for a lot of black dudes, what I've been through, they would have never survived.
Yeah, because it's I mean, who really has a call like that? I mean,
And it's all in how you talk to them for some of them. Because it's been situations that I've been in, getting caught with drugs on me in the middle of the night.
drugs?
Yeah.
I don't do no
Well,
drugs.
not drugs, but the Mary, yeah.
That is not a drug.
Getting caught with Mary on me and then having the judge look at it and be like, well,
That is medical.
even the judge looked at me and he was like, why don't you have a medical license for it? I was like, Your Honor, this is South Carolina. And he's like, well, your doctor can't do anything? You know what? You are an amazing judge. You know that? You should run for governor. You should run for governor so you can make it so that it is legal. Because that's the type of people we need in the type of white people. If we're gonna have white people in places of power, we need people like that are completely understanding towards everything, not feeling like something is wrong or one race is superior to the other, looking at shit on a balanced scale and what's good for the people. That's what we need to be doing. People like that is who we need. And I know a lot of black people can't say that about white people, like about cops, about judges. I'm pretty sure me and you both got a lot of homeboys that can say the complete opposite. And I feel like that's based on, a lot of that is based on how we were brought up.
Yeah, especially, experiences they done had. Because, like you said, you didn't get your first racial experience to high school. Some people been dealing with it since day one. I got a glimpse in like middle school, but it wasn't nothing too major. But it just made me realize like, wow, okay, so
this actually exists.
Yeah.
That's how I was. But in middle school was a whole different ballgame because it was in the middle of the hood. So it's like that was fun. For me, middle school was the funnest time.
Oh, don't get me wrong, definitely fun.
Yeah, that was some of my funnest years. Hard years. Those years were rough because puberty, girls, lost my virginity around that time. Like that was a lot in middle school.
My life.
Yeah, it was fun though.
I was in the dancing phase.
Yeah.
I was a dancer.
Well, see, dancing phase was middle school for you. That was high school for me.
Yeah. I was one of them niggas.
Yeah, I was a dancing dude. Yeah, right before I got sick, bro. I used to love to dance.
Oh, I already know, you told me.
That was my thing, bro. And with rehab, we'll get back to it sometime. You know what I'm saying? But I wish certain guys and women, I wish certain ones of us had a different experience than they did. Because as a culture, we deserve more. We do. And we've been caged to the point where we get sucked into that belief that we have to stay there. And it's like, nah, you don't.
It's true.
You don't. It's not about where you come from, it's about where you go. And
what you gonna do?
Yeah, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with the cards that were dealt to you? What's gonna actually be your move? Are you gonna stay here and wallow in this and live in this, or you gonna become one that assists in breaking the generational curse? Are you gonna assist the curse, or are you gonna break it? That's really what it comes down to. And we have to ask ourselves as a culture.
And that's why I was like, I feel like this is gonna be the generation that, our generation is just like, we have to teach it to the next generation where, this next generation, frankly, just don't give a damn.
Boy, they don't. But I love them.
Social media.
And but see, you have to also admit they're taking the avenues that's given to them and they're running with it.
Yeah.
Look at this new generation, bro. They got money. My best friend, his son is just turned 11 today. and well, yesterday, and he, bro, the boy has his own business, and I mean, not just making hundreds of dollars, but I'm talking like going to 2 events on the weekend, bringing in almost a stack of more. Like at 11, could you imagine at 11, bro? Like you can go out, you can go out and get whatever you want at 11. See, and that's what I love about this new generation. They are some, if they aren't anything else, they some go-getters. They are. They are some go-getters. Like this new generation has, and you gotta admit, they have inspired us in a lot of ways. Well, I mean, but I'm saying like, I'm not. I can't say us. I'll say me. They've inspired me to the point where it's just like.
Just because you on TikTok.
Well, I'm on all my social medias.
Yeah.
But see, I also watch the kids. Like I'm good with kids. Period. So I already know that. I already know what they into. I try to stay into, because when I have kids, I want to be in my kids' life like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what they into, what they like, because at the end of the day, your kids are gonna keep you young. They are. They're gonna keep you young. And I watched it. My aunt Joyce, she's as young as her kids are. Like she does whatever her kids do. It's only now that she's starting to slow it down. But like at 50, my aunt Joyce was on the basketball court with her sons.
This just like my mom. I mean, she's doing everything. If we're going, say we're going out on vacation, she going on ATV rides, all that, just like us. I mean, yeah, I get what you mean though.
Your kids keep you young, especially because they give you something to live for. I feel like something else. Well, something else. We'll put it like this: something else to live for, because yourself is already a great thing to live for. But like, imagine having somebody that constantly looks, like for me, being a father is like someone that's always constantly looking up to me, encouraged by me. It drives me to be the best version of me. You feel me? Like this little being is looking up to me, and what I can do to shape this one to be better than me, to shape another one to be better than him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then with my little girl, like grooming her to be the strongest, most independent wife that she can be. Like, is it's a difference in teaching her to be an independent woman versus teaching her how to be an independent wife. That's knowing what she's going to bring to the table, but also knowing what she needs in a man as well. And I feel like being able to do that and then have that knowledge passed down from generation to generation, that's, because I told you, I mean, for me, I want to give my kids, I'm like Plies, I want to give them like $1 million and say, just build. Do what you do.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know? But I know you.
Thank you. I'm about to say, you know how I look at it?
Kids.
I look at it like a little bill. That's how I see it. Money. I gotta feed this little motherfucker. Every time I'm hungry, you gonna be hungry. Every time I need something, you need something. They don't take care of nothing. Every time you need shoes, you gotta get them shoes. And they don't take care of their shoes, so you gotta get them more shoes. And then clothes, oh God. So
I'm a giver, that's what.
I'm a giver too, to myself.
You selfish.
Yes,
That's all that is. It's okay. It's alright. But see, me, I'm not selfish.
I'm not selfish. Me and my girl, we're okay. I like to spend it on us. That's what my money for. Now, granted, I do get what you mean, as in passing down the generation. So, maybe
something to think about.
Maybe one.
Something to think about. Right?
I didn't say maybe one.
Because think about it this way, bro. It's gonna be us, like you said, that breaks the curse. But you're only gonna be here so long.
I feel like I got my niece. Like I feel like that's enough. Like,
But
That's not- that's not bloodline.
imagine another you.
hell on earth. That's what I feel.
But you're
I was
growing.
bad as a kid, and they said you reap what you sow.
But
I'm not
it's,
trying to have that.
it's also the environment that you bring your children up into.
No. It's not always like
It's-
that. You can have them. I mean, in the most perfect situation,
Mm-hmm.
and they still gonna be them, as in they own person, and they could just be just a rebellious ass kid, and I'm gonna have to punch their ass a couple of times, and you can't punch kids nowadays, cause they, I mean, you get DSS called, so my temper ain't that good. Why put myself in that situation? So. Now, my niece, I can't punch her, but I can send your ass back to your mama. Yes, I can.
Perfect uncle over here.
Right.
Perfect uncle. I feel it. I get where you're coming from. I really and truly do. And that's why I don't say it's wrong not to want kids. Like, I admire you for being able to say that you can honestly say, I really might not want kids. Because me, I can't wait to have kids. Personally. And I know it comes with all that, but I also have a ton of patience. Cause I'm like,
Cause it ain't just something at 18 you cut off. This is for life.
for life, yeah.
For life.
I think-
till I'm dead and gone.
And I think for me, it's that unconditional love. Knowing that, and then for me, I know I'm gonna be a good father. So I know my kids are gonna have, like, I already know this. So it's like, I'm not worried about having kids simply because I know I'm gonna give them the lifestyle that they should have. And I know once they grow up, what they turn out to be, I can't control that. I'm gonna love them. Still, I'm still gonna love them. Just like if my son was to grow up and be gay, I'm gonna think no less of him. They ain't gonna bother me.
That's
Do you?
understandable, though. But if my son just end up in jail for the rest of his fucking life, I done wasted the seed. Well, I ain't gonna say wasted the seed.
He did what he did.
Exactly. Like, you done fucked up. Now you gotta live with it, nigga.
Live with it. Cause you would have had to.
But I know, well, I ain't gonna say I know. You never know what situation you could be just at the wrong
Now I'm
place
gonna
at the wrong time.
I'm gonna do everything. If I know for a fact that's some shit that my son or daughter did not do, I'm gonna fight till I cannot fight no more for them.
It ain't even about that. I mean, sometimes you have to do what you have to
Yeah.
do. So, I mean,
And it depends on the situation, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna make sure that if they're in that situation, they're gonna know you only do this if this is thrown at you.
yeah.
Don't just go out here and do that for no reason. Because especially when you got these, you feel me? Like you can.
Oh,
But I know.
They ain't using them.
But I know niggas ain't playing fair. So my
Mm-hmm.
daughter is gonna know how to shoot. My son is gonna know how to shoot because me and their mama know how to shoot. My partners know how to shoot. It is what it is. So I got trained with pistols and guns at an early age. So I look at it like that's something also that we should hand down to the generations
Oh, most definitely.
because they need that.
But more, you should
Be
have
smart.
to be smart with it.
Be smart with it, and then only allow them access to that in the ranges. Don't have any of them out where they can see them. You know, home, none of that. So
Just be playing around with them.
we gotta move different as black men in this country. Like black men and black women, just as a culture, we have to move different, and that's part of our experience right now of being in America. How we have to present, like you said, we have to present ourselves different. We have to act different. We have to move different. We have to have a different presence, because we can't just live.
Because just as much as we're afraid of them, they're afraid of us.
Exactly. You can't have equality when two cultures are afraid of each other.
Yeah.
Like, if they would just understand us, if they would work to understand us and help us, you got to think about it. We're here because of y'all. Like, so now that we have to live together, work with us. Like, why is it? And then, even amongst ourselves, the violence, we gotta chill. Cause they looking at us like, they killing each other.
First of all, time out. I got what you were saying there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the accused shooter of Dolph? A 23-year-old black man. Come on now.
It be your own people too, and he was part of his life.
Wow. Would you? He say he innocent. I mean, I don't know everything that's going on. All things Illuminati and all that. But,
nah, it wasn't none of that.
But still, the fact, 23 years old.
23 years old. You threw your life away. For what? It's a lot of them out here doing that.
Oh, I know.
It's a lot of them. Bugiano, Pooh Shiesty, NBA. Who? Lucci, yeah. Lucci, definitely. Fetty Wap. All of them. They can't leave that lifestyle alone. You got to, though. You got to leave that lifestyle alone, because in the end, that's what got Vaughn. I hate it for him, and I know it was Mo 3 was something else, though. I think Mo 3 and Dolph is kind of similar. Because that Mo 3
It still happened.
Mo 3 was taking out execution style. They chased him down the highway. That's different. That's a different type of hunt down right there. But see, like Vaughn, he was just doing what he do. He was just like, he was back in the O, running up on niggas and fighting. He was just like, I'm just gonna hit him a few times with his ass, and then we're gonna go about our business. Nah, his partner had different plans for you, bro.
Very true.
And it's like, that's the sad part about it, is we gotta stop doing that. If your homeboy getting his ass whooped, you gonna shoot somebody. Let it go. It's just an ass whooping. You're not gonna die from that. Yeah, niggas is gonna clown you for a little while, and then they gonna forget about it.
Nah, you gonna forever be that nigga that got your ass.
Well, yeah,
but
yeah.
you can always
you can come back from that.
Fight another day.
Live to fight another day. Take that and spin it somehow.
R.I.P. Pops. R.I.P.
Yeah,
It's a lot of RIPs, man. 2020, bro. 2020, ever since been some shit.
2020 kicked it off, bro.
Ever since been some shit.
We lost a lot of stars between 2020 and now. We've lost a lot of
They done
stars.
got Betty
Betty
White.
White, too.
They done got Betty. They could have went a couple more days. She could have been 100.
R.I.P. to the winners.
They done got Betty.
We found her GG, bro.
Nah, I see this post. They were talking about we ain't gonna have no more good cakes. That's Betty
That's
Crocker.
Betty Crocker.
But nah, for real.
R.I.P. to the last GG. Did you watch Golden Girls?
No.
Really?
I mean, I watched glimpses, but
Golden Girls was some shit, bro.
yeah, my great grandma watched it. But
You learned a lot from GG's.
I was like literally about 4 around that time. And I was watching.
Just go watch an episode on Hulu one time, and I guarantee you won't laugh your ass off. Bro, I lost a whole day one time watching Golden Girls, and then that's one of them that you can watch with your girl, and and it creates bonding time. Me and mine, we watch Golden Girls. I just gonna be honest. Picture, sister. Yeah, that's it. But we finally lost the last one. But yeah, 2020 gained a lot of stars. 2021 was rough. Personally for me, because that one hurt. That one hurt. That was because he's in my top 5. Well, he's probably number 2. In my personal top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say, so that one hit home for me. And America's already rough enough for us as it is. Let's not make it hard on ourselves. Because, you know, we're better than that. We're a beautiful culture. And we just gotta eliminate, I guess, the competition. It's a lot of competition. Instead of collabs, a lot of people want to compete against each other.
Yeah. Like that, crimes in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, and then especially amongst us guys, like, we gotta start lifting each other up, congratulating each other more. Like, one of my homeboys just got his Hellcat today. Shout out. Like, it ain't no hate over here, bro. Like, congrats, homie. Like, congrats. I can't wait to join you, my nigga. Like, but then you got other niggas that's just like, lame ass nigga got a cat. Fuck, you need a cat. Yeah, like, I hate niggas like that.
You know, racing about
Yeah, you go, like, nigga, be happy. But then, you know, that's like that too. Yeah. Like, they'll see a girl, one girl will see another girl, and her hair will be perfect. And instead of saying, alright, sis, I see you, your hair laid. I can see that bitch is trash. Like,
you'll find something.
Yeah, you'll find something. Like, just tell that girl her hair like this so she going about her business. So, I think once we get that down, our lives in America will be 10 times better. And, yeah, funner, because I don't know about you.
I say this all the time. We ain't gonna get better until everybody start minding their own damn business. That's what I feel like.
That too.
Everybody just worried about what the next person is, and instead of just helping each other.
Society has a lot to do with it. Social media does.
Instagram.
Definitely social media. Like, what?
I don't know nobody put their downfalls on the internet.
This is true. Well, no, they do sometimes. TikTok is full of that.
Just
yeah.
they put it on to gain
views.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it works. Unfortunately, it works. But I will say, social media. Okay, so for you, how do you feel it has affected you personally? And how do you feel it affects us as a culture?
I mean, we can go on days back.
We're gonna keep this one simple because we're gonna come back to it on another episode. I just want you to give them a little taste of what you think. Like, how has it really shaped you?
It shaped everyone, honestly, because we done went from literally not being on like no type of internet like at all to coming home being on the internet for only a certain amount of time to literally now on the internet 24/7. So I mean, it changed a lot and influenced a lot. It's like, yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say mind controlling, but it can be like, it moves a lot of ways.
Yeah. It does. It has, I'm gonna give them my take on it. Social media was the gateway to the new age of communication that we have now. Because it's like you said, you hit it right on the head. We went from not having it to coming home after school and having to dial up internet, so you got to mingle for about an hour or two online going. Then we had chat rooms that you go into and talk. and now it got to the point where people wanted that so fucking bad all the time that we came out with a device that allows you to have that on the go, and we have developed signals, waves that can transmit. Like, we've done amazing shit, all based off of social media. I feel like it was based solely off of the fact that we craved social media on demand, to the point where these companies sat down and was like, how can we give the people what they want? And that's a powerful thing. And so we're gonna hold that thought, because like I said, that episode is gonna be a good one for them. But just to say, lead that off, when you think about it, what am I trying to say? But what would the world be like had MySpace never come around?
That's a hard question to answer, honestly.
It's a thought. It's just a thought. It ain't even meant to be answered. I want you to just think about that. Just ponder on that question. What would society look like had Tom not invented MySpace? What would it have been? And would it have taken off like it is right now? To the point where we're able to sit here and do podcasts like this.
That's true.
So it's like a blessing and a curse. It's like,
Didn't YouTube come before MySpace?
no, I don't think so.
You sure? Because we was putting YouTube videos on MySpace.
Is it like, let's see, you might be right. Let's see.
Because I remember having Boondock episodes
We can always go.
on my MySpace, and of course I had to go through YouTube for them.
Let's see. Let's see. And then Twitter came out in 2006. Bro, I don't know. It's not saying when YouTube came out. YouTube must have been out. Yeah, YouTube came out in 05. So, no, MySpace was first. Because we didn't get a chance to start doing, yeah, I remember that. Because it got to a point where when YouTube came out, that's when Soulja Boy took off.
I feel like it was before Soulja Boy. Like, I mean, yeah, Soulja Boy.
Well, he had 06, and he had like 06 through 2010. So yeah, with YouTube launch in 2005, that would have been his.
You sure it was 5?
Yeah, that's what it says. Stats don't lie, my guy. I gotta go with what the records say, my dude. So
Yeah, say 5.
yeah.
I don't feel like that's right.
Right.
Ain't no way it was 5.
But that shows you how long it's been, and it happened so fast. Think about that timeline, 2003 to right now. That ain't even 20 years yet.
Yeah. And it went, yeah.
I'm telling you, quick, all based on that. And it has completely defined who we are as a culture. And it also has given us great music to listen to, though. Because I don't know about it. I don't know who
We
you
got
guys
that, but I mean, people wouldn't have Apple Music,
Nope.
and all that. Just streaming shit.
Spotify.
We would still be on albums.
Yes, we would still have our CDs going on to LimeWire, burning discs,
Giving our computers.
giving our computers the worst viruses known to man, just to get some music. What a time that was. Oh,
I was dancing there, like I said.
yeah, that was a good time, bro. That was a really fucking good time. We did had a lot of fun with that. But now seeing TikTok kind of revolutionize that for everyone and giving everybody an outlet to put their music on. It has really opened up a lot of new music. I mean, like for me personally, like I said, my playlist right now has come from, most of it has come from TikTok. The new music anyways. Of course I got my music from back in the day, but my new music, I'm finding artists on TikTok like every day. Shout out Nardo Wick. Like, who I never thought Who Won't Smoke would have did what it did. But I love that song. It's ignorant as hell, but I love it.
Yeah, I feel you, but I feel like some of them songs, I mean, they're built for what it's made for. But like the TikTok, definitely is fire for that. But then some of them, when you actually hear the song, it's like,
I would never listen to this.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a couple of them that I've heard that they do the dances to, and I go back and I download it on Apple Music, and I'm just like,
nah, I just wasted my gigabytes.
yeah, I delete it. I don't keep it. Nah, it's like, you ain't hear that record, bro? Nah, I can't listen to that. Yeah, this is bullshit off this. Like, that shit's hot for like 10 seconds when it's on the TikTok, but like after that chorus go out,
what the fuck are you doing?
yeah. But I mean, for the most, I've found a lot of times now, it's getting a little bit better, and there are a lot of up and coming artists, but you know, real shit gonna be real shit. Everybody can't rap. That would be like me trying to get on the track knowing I can't flow like that. I can't do it.
I feel like everybody can. It's just you gotta find you. And a lot of motherfuckers are not finding them.
Well, I can't. I tried it, bro. I tried it without the closest I came was a freestyle to Snakes in the Grass, bro. That was the closest I got, and nobody ever heard that shit but me and the mirror and God. That was it. I'm telling you, some niggas don't have it, and I am one of them niggas. I am not. Now see, and I hate that because I think hip hop is poetry. And it's like, I always have envied niggas that can put their words like that. Like, you just bring it off the top of the head and put it down like that. That shit is beautiful when it's done right. But when a nigga that don't know what he doing, do it. Oh, my gosh.
You still got that freestyle?
No. Nah. I wrote that shit in a journal one day. And I spit that shit out loud over the beat one day. And I was like, nope, nobody else is ever going to hear this. No.
I'm crying. Ain't no way.
Nope.
Ain't no way.
Nah, I couldn't even disrespect fucking like that, bro. I couldn't. I was like, nah. Nah. I wish I could rap, but nah, I am man enough to admit I cannot. I can give you a beat though. I can give you a fire beat. And I'm still learning, but right now I can give you a beat, but spitting something? Nah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Nah.
That was funny, B. That I was not expecting you to say you had your first.
Once, bro, I tried it one time.
And that's all it took.
All it took.
Oh man.
I am my own.
You could feel like it could
get
no better.
Nah. It took me a day and a half to write that shit, bro. And that shit went with 2 verses. Like, come on now. Like, no, hell nah. And you know that song goes.
Stop.
That song goes very fast. So the fact that it took me a day and a half and I didn't have nothing, and I was off work, bro. Like, I didn't have shit else to do. Like, it was the weekend. I didn't have nothing to do, and it still took me a day and a half to write 2 verses, and it was still garbage. No. Nah, I'm not a rapper. I am not a rapper. Look me dead in my eyes on it. I am not a rapper. Nah.
Oh,
I know some.
man.
I got some homeboys that can flow. Shout out Cuzzo. Shout out Scully. Shout out Tonio. But I can't, bro.
That is funny. Boy. I would love to hear that, man. That I could just.
If I can ever awaken that creativity again, I will try just for you. But only you are gonna hear that shit. I'm telling you.
Oh, you should like. I I know you remember back in the day you record a clip on your phone and just and save it and hear yourself
Oh my
through
gosh.
it. Did you do that?
No, I didn't record it.
You just spit it
I
out
was just
loud
spitting
and
it,
you
and
were right.
I knew. I was like, no, let me stop. Let me just cut this shit out right now, because before I embarrass myself, I cannot.
Hey, that
Cause
takes
I'm like B-Rad from Boo, bro. Like I can't roll like that.
it takes a real man to
Traffic,
to-
looking for my chapstick. Yeah, that's me when I get on the floor, on the mic, bro. Like I can't rap.
Mm.
I might come up with a bar sometime, like when I'm just being goofy, but like for the most part, to give you 16 of them bitches, nah. But that's the crazy part about me though, bro. Like I can rap a song front to back that someone else has made. Like I can memorize it word for fucking word down to the ad libs.
I mean, you was one of them kids that mama used to say, but you know all them words to your goddamn rap lyrics, but you better know that homework.
But you better know that homework. And I did, but I was just saying I knew the homework, but like to create it for myself, could never do it. I could never do it. Like I could, if someone was to write it for me, I swear to God I could spit it all day long. Like if I had a ghostwriter, I could probably do it. But to write my own shit, nah. I like doing karaoke nights though, because I get to rap other people's shit. Like I can't do it on my own. So like if we were sitting here doing a cipher,
Yeah, that's
when
what
it got
I
to
said.
me,
So we know not to.
not
We
to
know, we know not to ever start freestyling on this.
Nah, this ain't
If
you
you
ain't
ever start doing that,
It's gonna
just
be
cut,
a
just
guest.
cut it off.
It's gonna be a guest over here freestyling for me. Like I can't do it.
I'm like DC and Carlos and them. I come off with stupid shit.
And see, I wish I could come off the top of my head like that, bro. I wish. And I don't. It would probably take some practice. It might take some practice, but I guess that's not something I ever just sat down and. Is it not trying to practice? Because it took me a long time to learn how to crack jokes.
See, where I was at, boy, you got crackers or get drowned, boy. You was not gonna survive.
But see, I couldn't crack jokes like that, so I literally just would laugh. Like if it was a good joke, I was laughing. I would lose a roast session so bad because somebody would hit me with a joke that was fire, and I'm not a hating ass nigga, and I would be like, yo, that shit was funny. Like I ain't even got nothing else to say.
Nah, you can't go out like that.
Nah, bro,
Definitely
that's how.
that. They would roast you for doing that.
Man, once that happens so much, there ain't nothing else I can say. Ain't nothing else you can say. Like, how you gonna pick on somebody that laughs at themselves?
That is very true. Yeah.
Like, you can't. There ain't shit that you can say to hurt me. It's like my mother has hurt my feelings more than anyone else had. My mama, when I was going through the height of my skin condition, I was coming home one day. My mama called me. She like, boy, where your polka dotted self at? I had to pull over in the median. I had to pull over, my nigga, like, woman, what? Now you know I'm subconscious about my skin right now. Why would you do that? Like, if my mama had been a dude,
that was foul.
if my mama had been a dude that day, she would have had to see me. She would have had to shoot me in my face. Like, what you trying to do, bro? That was disrespectful. Like, ain't nobody else been able to crack jokes on me to get me to that point ever, and I done heard some funny shit. But that, I was like, all right, it be your own people.
It do.
It really be your own people. So, but I feel like jokes are a big part of our culture. That's something that has shaped us as a community. Now, it goes too far. It does tend to go too far because you do have people that are assholes with it. And so, unfortunately, it damages our community too, especially at a young age because of bullying. You have to understand, and I have come to understand that not everybody is as strong-willed as I am. Not everybody can laugh at themselves like that. Not everybody can just appreciate a good joke. Some people take that shit to the heart. And it has traumatized a good bit of our community as well. And that's another part of growing up in America that we need to address, that our culture is mentally damaged. We need to talk more about what we've been through as a
Counseling.
therapy. Thank you. Do not be afraid to seek help. Remember that. We go through a lot on a daily basis as a black community. White people, y'all do too. Hispanics, Asians, gosh, yes, the Asians.
You don't want to talk to a white person? Find no black therapists. We out
Yeah,
here.
we out here. We out here. And I personally, I had a white therapist. And she was awesome. And she understood. And I was that was good for me. Would I have loved a black therapist as well? Yes, I would have. Because I would have felt a little bit more connected. But I'm not going to say that the one that I had wasn't fantastic. So that is something else that we need to get used to in our community, seeking help. That'll bring us closer together, help us understand what's going on, and then, we can just grow, continue to prosper.
We get the help that we need, we'll help the next generation.
Yes, the next generation can learn.
I'm not talking about the generation that's already here, that's younger than us. I'm talking about even the ones that's having it came.
Because I want to make sure my mindset is right before I even bring a child in. Because what I want to pass on isn't that generation. That's one of the reasons why I waited so long. I wanted to make sure I brought a kid into the purpose, like not even the perfect setting, but just like a setting that is going to set them up for success.
I just don't want bills. I'm gonna keep on saying that.
Yeah, I feel that. No extra bills, because you always learn. You always gonna have bills. Just no extra ones. I feel you. But kids are gonna be fun for you one day. We're gonna see some little J. Y'all watch. You're gonna see some little J Murs.
Yeah, I can adopt. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the baby phase type and all crying, and I can give them about 4, maybe 5. Yeah.
Already a little seasoned serial killer.
Mm-hmm. Look, they can already potty train and all that. I gotta teach them how to potty train.
And you already know how a knife works.
Shh. I know how a knife works too, nigga.
I'm just saying,
We
but you
just
gotta
gonna be two
realize.
stabbing motherfuckers. What you
You
mean?
think you gonna bring Chucky in his house? No, adoption is amazing, but it's risky. It's very risky when you get up into and I'm not saying, because, gosh, adopt if I had the space, but it's riskier than having a baby. Because with a baby, you are literally grooming this child from its small phase. If you get a baby that's 3, 4, 5, they're already starting to come into themselves a little bit. So it's a little, and then those traits that they had from their other parents are a lot stronger now. And then you have to bring them in and completely show them a different way. Now most kids are gonna be great. Fantastic to bring in. They're gonna be happy to come in, but you have that 1%. And the crazy part about adoption is it's a toss-up. You don't know what you're gonna get. So I'm all for it, but I'm just saying, with that, you talking about bills?
No, I know that's costly. I said maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like we've come a long way, and everything is pushing in the right direction. But we just gotta keep growing. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I want you to tell the audience kind of, who you've been listening to lately. What's your music? Since we was talking about music earlier and shit, you know what I'm talking about. So, who you been listening to?
I've been listening to that new Rowdy. I gotta give Gunna that chance. I haven't gave it the little carb on it yet, so I don't know. But I'm listening. I mean, that Rowdy, that's sliding. There's this new dude too, MB Nail. Yeah, it's a song called Lost and Found. I like.
Okay.
I've been sliding with that for a couple of days now.
So you're gonna say, if you had to pick your song of the day that you're gonna tell everybody they need to check out, Lost and Found?
Most definitely that. Lost and Found by MB Nail. Check that out.
Go check it out. We'll put the link in the description too. For me, I have been, as far as new music goes, the only real new music I've listened to, probably I gotta give it to Key Glock, Ambition for Cash. His latest single is probably one of my favorite songs right now. And then, of course, that whole paper route.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
They got it working on that side. So, but great first episode, man. We really hope y'all stay tuned and enjoy. I want y'all in the comments to leave your experiences. You know, how it's been growing up for y'all. You know, we're gonna read through them, check them out, see what y'all got to say. We might read a couple stories out loud and, you know, share some experiences.
The Rams is whooping 8-8.
This nigga is hooked on football. So we gonna get going.
It's playoff time.
We gonna get going so he can watch his shows. I'm Jay Neal.
I'm Jay Murph.
And this is The Platform. Appreciate y'all for hollering.